Welcome to the 12th episode of Movie News. In this episode, we got some awesome news regarding Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, plus a new Mary Jane. For all of that news and more, stick around, because let's get into the news. So let's start this out with a bang. It is confirmed Robert Downey Jr. has signed a new agreement with Marvel Studios that he will appear in Avengers 2 and 3. This is awesome because everyone was worried that he wasn't going to sign back on because Iron Man 3 was supposed to be his last film. But from the sounds of this, it doesn't look like we're going to get another independent Iron Man film. Iron Man 3 might have been the last Iron Man film, with Robert Downey Jr. of course, because you know Marvel's going to milk that character as long as they possibly can. So at the Licensing Expo 2013, some logos were released for some upcoming films along with release dates. Some cool logos that we got were for Ninja Turtles and Jurassic Park. I mean, the logo wasn't that cool, but it shows that when it's coming out, which is 2015. We were not very sure when this was going to come out because reported before, I think it was 2014. So that's good that this is still on the agenda. So World War Z is coming out this weekend, and it looks awesome. But what you might not know is that this is actually based on a book. Brad Pitt came out in an interview this week saying that they only covered part of the book. And he says, like, we'll see what goes on. So there could be a sequel to World War Z. I don't know what to feel about this because I haven't seen it yet, but it looks awesome. But another thing to think about is that apparently on the set, Brad Pitt and the director were so mad at each other that they didn't even want to talk to each other. They had to get people to relay messages to each other on what to do. Seems kind of crazy, so I don't know why he would be interested in doing another film, but we'll just have to see. So you know that weird actress that played in Harry Potter and I think was the bad queen in Alice in Wonderland? You know, she plays all those weird creepy roles. Her name is Helena Bonham. Well, she's gonna be the fairy godmother in Cinderella. So that's kind of to me it seems like a step out for her. She's not playing a evil, wicked, creepy role. She's actually playing a fairy godmother. So maybe this might be telling the tone of the film? I don't know. Possibly. We'll just have to see. But earlier this week it was reported that the actress Shailene Woodley's role as Mary Jane was supposed to be in Amazing Spider-Man 2. We actually got set photos of her on the set shooting scenes. But it came out earlier this week that her roles and her scenes is going to be cut from the second film and moved to the third film. But also a new actress has been put onto the cast, just Sarah Gadon. I think I'm saying her last name right. And people are thinking that she might be taking the role as Mary Jane in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But from reading the article coming out where Shailene Woodley was being cut, it seemed like she was pretty positive that she was staying Mary Jane, but only in the third film. And Mark Webb kind of backed her up on that, saying that he wanted to focus more on Peter and Gwen's relationship in The Amazing Spider-Man. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, this is just a guy's opinion. The Sarah girl looks a little bit better than Shailene. She doesn't even look like she should be Mary Jane. I don't know. She just looks like she should be an extra in the film. I don't know. That could be being rude, which it is. But Mary Jane's gonna be hot. We'll see what happens. Amazing Spider-Man 2 comes out May 2nd, 2014. With all the news out of the way, let's move on to the trailers. The first trailer that I have for you is the first trailer for the Steve Jobs biopic, Jobs. And this film is starring Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs. I watched the trailer and it looks interesting. I don't know if I can really believe Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs. He just doesn't, to me, it doesn't really look like he fits the part. But it really looks like an interesting story into the mind of Steve Jobs. The next trailer that I have for you is a foreign film called Big Bad Wolves. And it's a revenge thriller. It looks really interesting. It looks really dark. And I mean, it's all in, I think, Israeli. But it still looks awesome. Subtitles were calling it dark and funny. When I was watching it, I didn't find it funny at all. It just looked very serious and very gritty, and it looked awesome. You'll just have to check out the trailer. And all the stories and trailers that I mentioned are going to be down in the description below. So that's the 12th episode of Movie News. I hope you enjoyed it. So tell me, are you excited for Robert Downey Jr. to come back as Iron Man? Tell me whatever you want to tell me down in the comments below. While you're at it, why don't you click the like button? If you want to keep up with all the latest news that I'm going to be bringing you, the subscribe button is going to be on the screen down here somewhere. So go ahead and click subscribe, so every time I produce a video, it'll be on your feed and you'll be able to watch it and know all the news when it happens. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next episode.